Well, my name's Eddie Smith. I've been in building maintenance for about 40 years. And through my experience of working in building maintenance, our campus here at National Instruments has probably been the most unique and interesting place I've ever worked. When James and Tyler came on board here, they were new. They were introduced to our campus, and I could tell they had been exposed to some knowledge of engineering, building engineering, and there was an interest. There was a desire to learn and a humility about the guys, and they were open to listening and learning, and I think some of that must have come from some former training that they'd had somewhere along the line. And so I think it would have been a little more challenging because when they came in, they had an idea of this is the work I'm going to be doing. They get a generalized knowledge. And with each building, I can say from the years of working in buildings, a experienced person can come into a building and it takes 2 to 3 years to learn the building for a commercial size. This is a building, it's almost 400,000 feet of office space. And so it takes several years for a person that is experienced, and so for a person that hasn't had a lot of hands-on experience to come into a place like this and have no knowledge whatsoever, it would be overwhelming for them, for one thing, and for another, they would be lost in their work. And so James was able to come in, and he was able to look at some blueprints and figure out things right away. It was just a week or so. He was looking at blueprints, learning electrical, breakers and locations and stuff like that. And so there was some training there that you could see that it went on. If you're thinking about doing a building engineering type career, it's a good career for guys that you're not necessarily interested in college. You like to do some hands-on stuff. It's a good place to start is in the school, because if you go through this school, you get a good idea of what's going on, and you're gonna really decide in there, I can do this, and be interested to take it on. And once you get that match lit, it's just you get on fire and you have to learn more. With the knowledge of the classroom, it's going to help you transition into the workplace a lot better. It's going to be a lot easier, and it also establishes for somebody looking at a resume. It's going to establish for that person who's going to interview. It's going to establish a ground level. This is where this person is at. This is what this person has been exposed to in this field of work. So I would think it'd be a real positive thing to have the training and class that you guys have been providing.